So, you just finished your sophomore year in high school and you just started playing varsity. What are 4 moves you need to make to start getting college scholarship offers right now? We're going to talk about that today on the GridironStuds Show. Hey, I'm talking to you. Recruiting advice for everyone. It's the GridironStuds Show. Okay, move number 1. Let's make a solid highlight video. Most guys just put the videos together with the highlights in the order in which they came. So all the highlights from game number 1, then all the highlights from game number 2, etc., etc. And there's no real rhyme or reason to how they put those things together. Guys, your highlight video is very important and you just can't put it together any old type of way. You've heard me say this before, but I'm gonna say it again, and especially if you're new, let this soak into your head. You have to put your best plays first. So throughout your entire season, whether it was 6 games, 10 games, or 15 games, whatever the case may be, your best highlight from those 15 games need to be the first thing that you put on your highlight video. Your second best play is the second clip on your highlight video, and then it goes in descending order. Let me let you guys know something. College football coaches have to see hundreds and times thousands of videos. If you don't capture their attention right away, they're on to the next one. So that's why your highlight video has to be the reverse of a movie. You know, in a movie, they build up to the plot and they try and keep you to the end to show you the great ending. Well, that needs to go the opposite way for your highlight video. You hit them in the face right now with your outstanding talent and your best plays, and then you just go in order. Oftentimes, a coach knows within that first 20, 30 seconds whether or not you're even a guy that they would recruit or can play in their program. So if that's the case and they're trying to hurry up and make that determination, you better show them the best of who you are right now. And if you're a guy that didn't play varsity or something of that effect, then you know what? Go ahead and make the highlight video anyway. It's good practice for you. When you start playing varsity and you start putting together some really solid plays, then we can talk about getting that out to the colleges. But for you guys that played as sophomores and you were out there making plays, put the best ones first and then just go in order from that. You gotta grab their attention right away. Okay, tip number 2 is coming up. But before we do that, guys, let me know what your dream school is. Oftentimes, sophomores will have that school they really, really want to come out and offer them. And it's very interesting to see what those schools are. I'm here to let you know, for a lot of guys, that's gonna change over the next 1 or 2 years as you go into the recruiting process. But it's always fun to hear what freshmen and sophomores watching videos like this think about what their dream school is. What's the school that you grew up rooting for as a kid? Go ahead and let me know in the comments what school that is. Now on to number 2. And number 2 is building a list of college coaches. Go out, you gotta do the research, guys, okay? So this gonna take a little bit of your time, but you've got time. Cut back on some other things to get this done. Go on Google, find the schools that you're interested in. Matter of fact, find all the schools and don't just limit yourself to FBS schools. Go ahead and start getting FCS schools in there as well. And if you really, really want to do this right, you go ahead and get Division II schools as well. Get a list of those schools and start getting contact information for coaches. Your position coach, the head coach, and the recruiting coordinator. Those are the 3 that you want. And this is something that you could do over time. Do 10 or 20 a day or 30, 40 a week, so on and so forth. There are a lot of schools out there. And while you think right now you're gonna be going to the top 10 or 15 schools in the country, things can change over the course of the next few years. That's not bad news. This is just you being prepared. But go on Google, get the contact information. You're gonna wanna get the email address, and you're also gonna want to get the Twitter handle. And if you can find a Facebook address, that's good as well. But the 2 best ways to get in contact with a coach is sending emails or trying to find them on Twitter. And yes, I know sometimes you need to get them to follow you back so that you can send a Twitter DM, etc. You can go about doing that over a course of time, but it's good to have that contact information. You need to know how to contact them first before you set out to do that. So spend a little time going and researching on Google, find a list of the schools, go into the athletic department list within the school's website and find those 3 coaches, head coach, recruiting coordinator, and the position coach. Go ahead and get their Twitter DM, their Twitter handle, and also get their email address and start building a list of those coaches right now, because it's going to come in handy down the road. Then you're going to need to start developing a system where you're contacting them and getting them information. When you're contacting them and you're getting the information to them, don't forget about your academic information, because they're going to need to know that as well. Okay, now the third move you're going to need to make is get focused on strength and conditioning. I know sometimes as freshmen you really don't take it that seriously. Maybe the coach is moving slowly with you in terms of getting you used to lifting weights if you haven't been able to do it before, and things just kind of mosey along and you're not that serious about it. If you've hit that varsity football field, you've got to start looking the part. Coaches will do a lot of their recruiting on how you look. Now, you may not like that, may not seem to make sense to you, but a big part of their job is just trying to project what kind of player you're going to be at the next level. And a lot of that has to do with how you look. So if you look like a guy that's been in a weight room, that's well put together, they can envision you standing up to the competition that's already on that college football field right now. Come off and you're a little too skinny, a little too small, and at times you just don't look strong enough, then they're gonna put you on the back burner and kind of see where you are later on. If you want those early looks, you gotta have a college looking type body at this point. So get in that weight room, start lifting, start putting on some muscle, start looking stronger, and you know what, guys? It's just gonna help your performance on the field in the actual game days. And when you're able to make plays on the field, that's another thing that helps the coaches come and look at you. But you can't be out there looking like a guy that's just gonna only be a good high school football player and maybe not so much at college. Again, a lot of that has to do with how you look. So let's start getting serious about strength and conditioning. Don't be a sophomore who acts like a freshman in the weight room. Don't skip workouts. Be serious about the sets and the reps that you're doing with the coach, and really focus on trying to improve and get stronger in each and every lift that you're doing. This is what you're gonna do in college. It's gonna be a lot of time spent in that weight room. So if it doesn't look like you like doing it in high school, they're gonna have some thoughts and some doubts about whether or not you're gonna do it at the college level. And they know that that's very important to your performance. So you're gonna have to look the look, and that means get solid and start getting serious about strength and conditioning. And finally, that fourth tip, time to start attending college camps. Yes, I know you've been going to the Rivals camp, and I know you've been going to the 247 camp, or you've been going to the Nike opening, or anything that Under Armour has put out, or any of these other recruiting type camps, and you've been playing 7-on-7. Those are great. Those are great camps to go to. But now if you've been playing varsity and you're a varsity football player and you've got tape out there, you want to start going to college camps, because college camps happen right in front of the college coaches that can actually offer you. Plenty of guys go to college camps every year, and the college coaches are able to offer you. Now I understand I'm making this video in the middle of our pandemic and there aren't really college camps right now, but they are going to start coming back, and the moment that they do, you want to start making plans to attend. Now, what college camps do you go to? If you had spring football and we're in a situation where college coaches have come and seen you, or they've sent some kind of an invite to you, then if you're going to go to 5 college camps, 2 or 3 of those camps are going to be camps that colleges have invited you to. That means they want to see more of you, and there's a strong possibility that they may offer you. You want to get an offer in the hand first. The other 2 are from schools that you are thinking about going to, that you would like to go to, or they're your dream school that you would like to attend. When you're a sophomore, you've got time to do that. So you go to 3 schools, camps that are interested in you, that have strong interest in you and ask you to come, and then you can hit a couple of schools that are your dream schools. Maybe you have a great day, or you really impress someone there, or they take a liking to you. And even if they don't offer, they at least put you on the radar, and you're someone that they're gonna watch for the next year or 2. But that's how you break it down if you're going to 5. If you're gonna only make it to 3 college camps this year, 2 of them are ones that you've been invited to, and 1 is for that dream school that you've got your eye on, that you're trying to strive for. That's how you break it down. But I can't stress to you the importance of going to the college camps and trying to go to the ones where the schools are interested in you. Yes, I know everyone would like to go to Alabama and Clemson and Texas camp, or whatever is the biggest school in your particular state, whether that's Florida, Florida State, Miami, or Texas, Texas A&M, or USC, UCLA. Yes, I understand that. Those are the schools that everyone knows and everyone wants to go to. But don't sell yourself short. Don't put yourself in a bind. Secure an offer as soon as possible. And that means going to the schools that are interested in you first. So mix in the recruiting camps like the opening and the Rivals camps. but you got to also mix in the college camps too, where you're performing in front of the actual coaches that can offer you a scholarship. And there you go. Those are the 4 big moves that you need to make if you're a sophomore in high school right now to get that college recruiting attention. Write those down. Get set on doing them, because those are the things that are going to line you up to be in a good position either this year or your junior year, or you know what, if things are moving along slowly, you'll benefit in your senior year from these moves that you're making right now. Hey, if you like this video, be sure to like it, share it, and once again, you guys subscribe to my channel. I'm putting great video content like this out on a weekly and monthly basis, so you don't want to miss any of it. Also, if you're a baller and you're trying to get college attention, you can boost your college recruiting experience by downloading the GridironStuds app right now. I have a link in the description below. Go ahead, download it, create a profile, put all the information that you need for college coaches to come and find you on there. I've got college coaches and college football fans using the app right now and trying to find college football players, potential college football players all over the country. So it's another tool that you can use to help boost your recruiting and get as many eyeballs on you as you can. So once again, hit the link down in the description, download it, and create a profile. It's one of the moves that you need to make, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, whatever the case may be. All right, thanks for watching the video, guys. Until next time, Gridiron Studs, be seen.